Hi, welcome to Yarning at the Homestead. If you are a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming back. If you are a new viewer, thank you for stopping by and checking me out. I hope you find something that you might like and come on back again. So, my name is Tammy, and I live in the northwest part of Connecticut, a small state of Connecticut, on the eastern coast of the United States. And yeah, this is my little podcast vloggy type world that I don't post too often, maybe once a month. Over the summer, it will be more posting. I am a teacher, and I have 2.5 days left, so I am done on Wednesday. It has been a very unusual year. Let's just put it there. It's been a very unusual year. It's just been a very unusual year. And we're going to just leave it at that. So it'll be nice to hopefully get back to normalcy next year. So yeah, so this is my yarning vlog. As I said, I'm in the northwest corner of Connecticut. I'm in a very rural area. We actually live on 14 acres. We live on, I call it the homestead because my spouse's family has owned this land for a couple hundred years, since 17 something. So we have a write up of a deed of when this land was deeded. Anyway, so unfortunately for my spouse, most of her family has passed away. So it's up to us, and we have no children. So we will probably be the last of the family living here, So sad, but it is what it is. So yeah, let's move on. So I have no finished objects to share because I've given them away by now. So I finished my Wonder Woman wrap. I don't remember who it's by, sorry. I'll talk about that in a minute. I also finished a baby sweater, and I have that pattern right here. So I finished a sock yarn baby sweater by Knitbot. Super simple pattern. I have so much sock yarn that I think this is going to be my go-to baby sweater. The only thing that I wasn't quite sure about is it has a really, if you can see that, it has a really open neckline. And I'm not sure that everyone's going to like that, but it's a good layering piece. So a colleague at school is having her first baby in August, so I made, and I will pop a picture in at the end. I don't know how to do it during the videos or in the videos. I just don't know how to do that. So the main color was this yarn. You see it right there? She's having a boy. The main color was this yarn, and this is, I think it's from the Sunnydale. Yeah, so it's from the Dizzy Color Sunnydale Club. So Dizzy Color was a club between Dizzy Blonde, I don't remember, and Mad Color, and it was a Buffy. It was a Buffy inspired club. This is called Leader of the Pack, and it was from Patrol 1, and it is a 80-10-10. And I knit the sweater on size 2s because I'm a super loose knitter. And when I started the sweater, I realized it was going to be humongous when I started it. So I tinked it all back and did it on 2s. And then I did instead of, this sweater is all one color, but there's a garter ridge here, garter section here, garter section here, and a garter section around the neck and on the waistline. So I decided to do a contrast color, which I did this color. Is that gorgeous? I love this color. And this is by the Unwind Yarn Company. I do not know if they are still in business, and this is called Maids and Milking. It was from a Christmas themed Christmas theme. It's a Christmas themed yarn. Maids and Milking, obviously. So it's on her Journey sock, 80, and it's an 80/20. I actually really love this color, and I think I'm going to actually make myself some socks out of what's left. So that is the most recent thing I finished. I also made her, and I have pictures, like I said, I will put them at the end. I also made her a very tiny Amigurumi bear because I was flipping through her Facebook feed and saw that she was wearing a Chicago Bears shirt. And so yeah, I made her a little tiny, because the sweater, yeah, obviously people who don't do this don't realize how much time it takes. It took me 2 weekends. The yarn is expensive, you know, so but the cutesy factor wasn't there. So I made her, it's only about this big bear. It kind of looks more like a koala bear, but the book that I used, oh, I don't have it here. The book that I used, I'll put the book in at the end. I'll put a picture of the book in at the end. The book that I used is, I believe it was written by a Japanese person. Don't quote me on that. But I know inside the directions aren't real. You kind of have to be experienced with amigurumi, because the directions are a little strange. And I'll take like a little snippet of a picture to show you, and there's no key in the book to tell you what each of the little pictures means. So you kind of have to intuit that, and you have to be intuitive about it. So yeah. All right, whatever. So I finished the Wonder Woman wrap, I finished the baby sweater, and I finished the little bear. Those are my finished objects. So let's move on to my works in progress. As you know, it is Pride Month. June is Pride Month. It is also Summer Sock Camp 2021. Started on June 1st. So even though I have a bazillion socks still in progress, I started a new one. So these are the ones I started on June 1st. And the yarn is from Timber Yarns, and there was like a fundraiser type thing going on where there were several vendors joining this thing called Let Your Inner Unicorn Shine. So it's from Timber Yarn, Let Your Inner Unicorn Shine. And if you purchase from them, proceeds of their purchases went to a local LGBTQ group, club. So it went back to their local, to someplace local for them. So they are out of Canada. I'm not exactly sure where in Canada, but I know that Timber Yarns is out of Canada. I have actually several of her yarns, and I'll show you the other one that I bought when I bought this. So I decided I'm going to do shorty socks because I don't have really any. I have one pair of handmade shorty socks, and I've decided I really want to wear them, although I really like long, tall socks. So I did. I decided to make shorty socks light. Wow, that fuchsia is blowing out. So the fuchsia, this is the color repeat. So it goes from the fuchsia through to the orange. So I am on the heel turn now on this sock, and I am doing them concurrently. So I did that. I worked on that last night or yesterday. And I have this one up to the orange. So I have to do the heel flap and then the heel turn. So this one, I'm going to wait. I'm going to do the gusset decreases and get back to the foot, and then I'll work on this one. So this came with, and her orders are always fun because she throws in some extras. This came with a little unicorn progress marker, which is too big for my socks. So I have it stuffed. I have it in here in the bag, but I'm not putting it on the socks. The socks actually have the little rainbow. I really like these. I'm going to see if I can get some more. I have one that's also a removable one, but I don't know where it is. I believe Whimsy Stitches has a group of these stitch markers that I'm going to order. I was looking at Whimsy Stitches. He has a a rainbow bag I want to get. I do not actually have a rainbow bag. I'll show you the only rainbow bag I have. This bag is by, what is her? Slip Stitch Studios. I believe she's Nimruz on Instagram. But this is llamacorns. These are llamacorns. And I got this bag a couple of years ago. But it actually, it fits both of the sock skeins, sock cakes. So now I have a question. I make a lot of socks. And I make a lot of self-striped socks. And I know a lot of people use their scraps and they put them in blankets and stuff. But because so much of my yarn is self-striped, I don't know if I want to do that. It kind of ruins the self-stripedness of it all. Although my spouse was like, what does it matter? Anyway, so I was thinking I was going to weigh my leftovers and then resell them. Because I usually get 100 gram skein, and I doubt I probably use a little bit more than 50. And so somebody else could use them. I would sell them for probably half the price that I paid for them. And put in just heels, toes, and cuffs and a contrast. What do you think of that? I'm going to ask on Instagram too, because I can make some money back because I have a lot of self-striped yarn. And I have one drawer here on the bottom of this cedar chest full. And then I have these two things are full. And then I have something else over there that's full of, so scraps, stuff that I'm not going to use. Okay, so that's my whip. This is my only other really rainbow bag. And my friend Ellen in Wyoming made this bag. And Ellen just came out as bi. So I met Ellen online on Ravelry in Nerd Wars group. We were in Team Stargate. And a couple years ago, it's got to be 6 years by now, I was taking my nephew on a road trip. He was 16, and we ended up staying with Ellen and her then husband and their 2 daughters in Wyoming. We slept on the floor and for a couple of days, but hey, it was cheaper than getting another hotel room. It was a lot of fun, and that was the first time I'd ever met her. And I've done that quite a few times. I understand that it can be dangerous, but I also know I also realize you have to go with your gut. If you get somewhere and it feels hinky, you meet somebody. I never meet them like at their house. I meet them somewhere public first, and then I go with them to their house. So if I feel that something's hinky, I just don't do it. But I have stayed with, off the top of my head, 1, 2, 3, 4 people I've met online through yarn groups, through Ravelry or Crochetville, which was the first online community I was involved in. But anyway, I wanted a rainbow bag. This was years ago, and Ellen is a seamstress or sewist. I'm not exactly sure what you call them. And so she made this rainbow bag for me. It's nice and roomy. I started a shawl for my friend's daughter. I can't remember the name of the shawl. All for one. I will put it down on the bottom. And I barely started it. She has come out also, and she is now married. She was married previously. She got divorced. She was married to a man that she has known since kindergarten. Things just did not work out, and so they got divorced, and now she's married. And she is being her true self. She is married to someone else she went to elementary school with, but she feels like she is her true self. And I haven't seen her yet, but looking at her pictures, her social media pictures and stuff, she is just glowing. She is just so, she's just glowing. So, and the yarn is Love is Love by, do I have it in here? Yes, I do. Love is Love by Groovy Hue Fibres, and it's in her glittering and grooving sock yarn, which is 75% merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. I have a lot of her yarn. I haven't bought from her in quite a while, but I do have quite a lot of her yarn. I don't know why that's in there. That is from Whimsy Stitches and this card. I have a Whimsy Stitches bag, but it's a gnome bag, but I don't know why his card is in this bag. Anyway, so other than that, I really only have, if you can see right, you can't see right there. Right there, I have like a stack right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 of those are works in progress socks that I've been working on forever. 2 of them are Christmas socks. One of them is not Christmas. This is a Uneek sock, which I freaking love. I love the feel of this. I'm almost done with this one. I did not do these concurrently, and actually, because you never know because it's a fade, how it's going to turn out, I just recently split the skein. So I'm hoping that this sock will start at the same place, and I'm gonna have a lot left over because my feet on my socks are not really, I'm probably gonna go that much, are not really that long. I'm gonna have a good sized ball left over, and I'm gonna have quite a lot of this left over. It's gonna be probably the yellow, which I kind of like too, so maybe I'll make a shorty with what's left over. Yeah, and that is in one of my Justyna bags. This is a Marvel. Yeah, this is a Marvel. Marvel bag. So you can see Captain America there. Thor's over here. Black Widow. Right there. I don't think that's Scarlet Witch. I think that's Black Widow. I'm not sure who some of the others are. Hydra. Hail Hydra. Oh, there's Iron Man. Oh, no, here's Black Widow. So that must be Scarlet Witch. No, she's green. That's Gamora. Gamora. Okay. Let me get my geekiness out of here. And then the only other one, I put this away in a bag, and I was going to start this at the beginning of June, and I have not started it yet. So this is this. Now, because this is Quarry Fiber, For the Love of Yarn. This does not have a colorway on it, but I think it was part of the Tits Out collection. I'm almost positive it was part of the Tits Out collection. So I put that in here, and I was going to get that started too. Yeah, there's no colorway name on here. And I guess, I don't know if Quarry Yarn is still dying or not. I heard that there was some issues. Some people hadn't been getting their things. So, I don't know. I've always gotten my stuff. She's pretty local. I think she's out of Rhode Island. So, she's pretty local to me. Okay. So, that's that. So, those are the things I've been working on. I also been putting some stitches into some of my sweaters and one of my shawls, but I didn't pull everything out because sometimes I just feel like working on something different, but most of the time it's socks. And since it's summer sock camp, I'm going to try and finish up all my socks, even though I know whips don't count. I'm going to try and finish up all my socks. So I have those 2 right there. You can't really see the bags. There's one right there. Those 2 are Christmas socks, so I can add them. I don't have 24 yet, so I can add them to my Christmas socks. Actually, my latest Christmas sock that I finished, I did not add to my Christmas sock box, which I have to do. Okay, so then let's talk acquisitions. So the first acquisition was the Timber Yarns, unicorn yarn. And with that, I also bought this yarn. Sorry for the crinkling. This is called the Camper. Now, I do not go camping. I do not have a camper, but I really liked this colorway, and it's got a little green camper, and it's my favorite colors. And I belong to the Sharon Show on Facebook, which is Casapinka's cat, Sharon. Last summer, she did a knit-along called The Sharon Show. Her cat is Sharon from security. And it's just a lot of fun. The group itself is just a lot of fun. There's been a little bit of drama in it the past 2 weeks. And Casapinka herself, Brownwind, posted something yesterday or the day before that is causing a little bit of drama too right now on social media, but I don't tend to get involved in the drama. Yeah, speaking of that. So anyway, so this is Timber Yarns. The one that's in this bag, the Christmas sock, in this bag is also Timber Yarns. See, I told you I have quite a lot of these socks are going to be huge on me. So these were a 12, look how bright that pink is, a 12 day advent. I'm pretty sure it's 12 days. Could have been 24, but I'm pretty sure it's 12 days. Yeah, 12 days. So I'm getting ready to, I've started the heel on this one, and I'm doing these concurrently also. Do I have the heel done on this one yet? No, the heel hasn't even been started yet on this one. Oh, I still have 2 more colors to go on this one. So those and these are, so I have, right now I have 2 Timber Yarn socks going. Okay, so that was Timber Yarns. Now I also ordered from To The Macks Yarn Co. So Jody Brown of Mrs. Brown's Bags, her child, I believe her child is non-binary, Mackenzie, started a dyeing company last year. Yeah, I think it was last year. I'm not sure why now because I've missed a couple episodes, but Jody's doing the majority of the dyeing now. I think Mackenzie, there's something wrong with their feet and they can't stand or something like that. So anyway, because of my spouse, I am trying to support the trans community, trans pride. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute too. So she actually had a trans pride colorway in June. So I bought the trans pride colorway. This is the 3rd yarn I have. That is, 2 of them are specifically trans pride yarn. One of them is a self stripe that has the trans pride colors in it, but it's not the trans pride flag colors in it, but it's not specifically a trans pride yarn. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I think I might make my spouse fingerless gloves. I will not make my spouse socks. Let's just put that out there right now. My spouse has humongous feet, and she's very, very hard on socks. So there will not be any sock making. It takes me sometimes months to complete a pair of socks. That's not happening. So the other one I picked up was, I just love the colors in this. 30, Flirty, and Thriving. Now, obviously, I'm not 30 anymore. I will be 53 in August, but I just loved those colors. All right, so I don't know what I'm doing with that. So anyway, because of Pride Month, I have been trying to support. I don't consider myself part of the umbrella, LGBTQ, but technically I am part of the umbrella. So I still consider myself a straight cis woman. However, as my spouse put it, I'm in a queer relationship now. So I do fall under the umbrella. If it wasn't for my spouse, would I be in a relationship with a woman? No. Has it been very, very difficult at times? Yes. We'll have been married in September 30 years. So spending your life, more than half of your life, with a person who was one gender, and then that person realizes that that's not their gender. Yeah. And a lot of relationships don't make it. They don't survive that transition. We're still a work in progress. And the mantra we have is better together. Yes, we have some difficulties. We do have some difficulties, but better together, and it's a lot of years to just throw away, so So although I'm out there, I'm supporting, I'm very conflicted. I say I'm nominally under the umbrella, but I have been out there trying to support. So, like I said, I got the Trans Pride yarn, and Mackenzie is non-binary. I believe that's she's non-binary. I'm also ordering from Whimsy Stitches. I also ordered these for the whole the unicorn thing. So this is Be a Freaking Unicorn. So I got myself one, and I got my friend's daughter. Her name's Kate. One also. These just came in. They seem to have been lost for a little while, but they just came in. And then I also ordered from Les Garcons these pins they also have these for Pride one. And I ordered one for a friend also that I'm going to send along to that friend. So even though they're not huge, I have been ordering some. I have a bag coming in, and I believe, a skein of yarn coming in. Yeah, that I ordered. So I think the bag was a pre-order, so I'm waiting for that. It'll be a little while for that. I'm not sure about the skein of yarn. And I am definitely going to go back on Whimsy Stitches, I think, to get some more, to get either one of his bags or one of his skeins. I don't know. I don't really need, the thing is, I'm conflicted because I don't really need more yarn, and I'm trying not to buy more yarn because we're paying two mortgages right now, and the taxes on this place are astronomical. Let me just say astra-fucking-nomical. So we have to save for those. So yeah. So I'm trying not to, and Rhinebeck is gonna hopefully be happening this year. So I think I'm just gonna put away some money so that I can go to Rhinebeck and just blow it. I'm just gonna blast at Rhinebeck. I'll only go for a day, but just go and blow it. And I plan on using up quite a bit of yarn this summer. So come Thursday, I will be a knitting quite a lot. So I also found this. I don't know if you can read it. It says Peace, Love, and Rainbows. So I guess that is about it. I think I'm about done. I will be posting some pictures on the end of the objects that I've already given away. Oh, and I did want to talk about my lipstick. So the lipstick it's amazing. It's by Beauty Bakery. I don't know if you can read that. Maybe this one would be better. Can you read that? The light, it's glaring so bad. But I will put it down in the down bar. These are her lip whips, and this is a Black-owned business. And it's this is the one that I have on today. It's the first time I've worn this one, and this one's called Buried. And this is a metallic, and I don't know if you can tell, but look, it doesn't come off at all. Like, it doesn't come off at all. And I wore this one. This one's called Sangria something. Sangria Splash. I wore this one to school, and I actually posted on Instagram about it. I posted a picture of me leaving the house with it, and then at the end of the day, and I never reapplied it. I mean, yeah, it was a little worn, but it has amazing staying power, and it came off like soap and water at night. I was able to get it off. I know that they do have a makeup remover, and I know many people do have makeup remover, but it just came off with soap and water for me anyway. So amazing. You should try them. Amazing. So I guess that is it. Oh, I have this. Let me just show you. I love is love. I found some gnome earrings. They are freaking obnoxious, but I don't care. They're gnome love is love earrings. Let me just, the price tag's still on them. Freaking obnoxious, but aren't they awesome? Anyway, okay, that's it. I think I'm going to probably post again next weekend. We'll see what happens. Okay. I am so glad you stopped by. I hope you will give me a like, and if you're a new person, maybe a subscribe. Leave me a comment. I rarely get comments. Oh, and those people I owe mail to. It's all over there. I will be mailing it out on Friday, I think, almost all of it. I have something going to Wales, something going to England, something going to Norway, something going to Massachusetts. I think something somewhere else. Okay. All right. I will talk to you again later. Bye.